Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing great. So this year we have preliminary examination on May 25th. So whenever I come to institution, so I meet few students. Most of them are like old students. Those who have been preparing for 3 to 4 years. So they want to have a conversation. They come and ask, sir, there is only 2 months, 1 month left of prelims. So how should we go about? So I've been telling them based on my experience. So I thought I will share 3 to 4 important tips with respect to this year prelims with all of you. So number one, the way the preliminary examination is evolving currently, if you look at the nature of the questions, there is lots of diversity. There is also an intention to test the candidate's ability to think deep and also the certainty of the knowledge, then whether you for sure know the fact or not, is your concept perfectly clear or not, and at the same time how updated you are with respect to, it can be environment related questions, it can be science and tech related questions, especially emerging technologies, or it can be polity or society, how updated you are with respect to the current trends, and also what is your understanding about the futuristic or future consequences of all these issues. So anyone who is thoroughly updated, right, so they have an advantage. Firstly, before we venture into this, two things are must to score really very well in the prelims. When we say score very well, that means increasing the accuracy. So out of 100, we usually recommend more than 80% accuracy. So to achieve accuracy, first your basics must be very strong. So whatever coaching notes you have, in addition to that, compulsorily, even if you have read NCERT twice, thrice, my observation is that most of the people would have read NCERT only one time, and they would have left it abandoned basically, in favor of other standard reference textbooks and other materials that is available. So my recommendation, go back to NCERT textbooks, thoroughly read them again 2 to 3 times, especially core subjects like polity, economy, environment, geography. So these subjects, read again. You will be surprised that you will find concepts refreshing, and you will see that there are still gaps in your understanding of the subject. And some of the examples you will see that, if you have solved previous year questions, that they were directly taken from the NCERT textbooks. So do this compulsorily. Second, previous year question papers. So go to the depth of every question and every option that is there in the previous year question. Don't be very selective about it. Minimum 10 years, maximum 30 years previous year question papers. That will help you understand the significance of the most important parts of the syllabus, and to what depth, to what extent, in terms of, in how many different dimensions a question can be asked. So you will see that in previous year questions. So that will help you focus on only the important topics rather than reading everything that comes in the verbatim. So PYQs, again, in my opinion, should be done 3 to 4 times minimum. When we say analyzing PYQs, it is basically understanding the importance of the topic and being clear with the concepts and facts and also ideas related to the topic. So multiple times you have to read those topics that have appeared in the previous year questions. And also you should expect other different dimensions that can be asked. So based on if it was in the news in the recent years, recent months. So you should know that this topic can be asked from this perspective. So you should be intelligent enough to analyze, while doing the previous year question papers. Thirdly, I see a trend where, most of the students take all question papers available in the market from various institutions, and you try to solve maximum number of questions. So which is good, but in addition to that, or before that, what you need to do, you need to solve 30 to 40 question papers again and again, at least 3 to 4 times, rather than solving one time 60, 70, or even 100 question papers. Solving 3 to 4 times, one institution question papers, or combined best question papers from different institutions, preferably full length prelims tests, 3 to 4 times. That will reinforce concepts, that will bring the certainty of knowledge, that your facts will be, you will be very clear with the facts. Because in preliminary examination, though it involves elimination, and UPSC, as you know, that they try to eliminate, that random elimination also, and we never know how the questions are going to be. So you have to be very certain. So even though there are that elements, you may have to infer, you may have to logically deduce, and you may have to do intelligent guessing, but I think what is more important is being very sure about which is correct and which is incorrect. So that certainty is very important. So that comes with more, reinforcing through repeated revisions of limited sources. So moving forward towards the prelims, don't make the mistake of diversifying your sources, just superficially knowing them. That will build false confidence. You have to dig deeper. Be very good with key topics rather than trying to be good with each and every topic. And I know some people used to leave out one or two not so significant parts of the syllabus. I won't recommend that. You should have some idea about all the topics, but you have to go deeper into certain topics. And in addition to everything I talked about, what is even more important is your mindset. You should be relaxed, you should be calm, and moving towards prelims, you should be more confident. So that confidence comes with the fact how you perform in the mock tests, and give as many mock tests as possible in the examination like conditions. So we have been conducting step up mock tests, and thousands of people are writing. So various institutions conduct such examination. So instead of giving those examinations from the comfort of your room or home, go to the classrooms, sit amongst hundreds of students, have that experience. That exposure is important. The mind should be acclimatized to various situations. So even if there is a disturbance, you should be able to focus, concentrate, and if there are any irritants, you have to accommodate them and still be focused on the examination. So these things prior to prelims, the practice of these things is also important. And finally, the health is also important. I'm sure you are taking care of your health. So overall, look at the entire examination as one unit rather than the prelims separately, main separately. So don't keep thinking about prelims so much, right? This examination is much beyond, much more than prelims, right? So this examination is about your personality test, about your testing your intellectual caliber, intellectual integrity, intellectual intensity. So enjoy the process of learning, be curious, and be focused. I'm sure you're going to do really well in this examination. Wish you all the best.